Me and my girl best friend Maya were children. We invented a language that changed our lives forever. You see, we were obsessed with space movies, so we'd flash hand signals through our bedroom windows at night and created nonsense words for everything. Zorblax meant pretending I'm okay. Miefling meant I need help. Purple galaxies meant not alone. We used it all the time when our parents weren't paying attention, mainly to communicate things in private, but also because it made us feel special. My family moved across the country sophomore year of high school, and we slowly lost touch. By the time we were 22, we were nothing more than old friends. It was around this time that Maya went from never posting to posting every day. Stories, posts, everything. One had the caption, "Guys, I've met the most amazing local here in Brazil. He's showing me parts of the country tourists never see." And under normal circumstances, for a normal girl, this would have been fine. But these weren't normal circumstances, and she wasn't a normal girl. Because she'd always told me that she never wanted to move out of state. She was a New Yorker through and through. The posts kept coming, multiple times a day, each one more enthusiastic. Can't believe how lucky I am. Some days I feel like I'm living my best Zorblax life. That's when my stomach dropped. Zorblax was our code word. It meant pretending I'm okay. At first, I tried to convince myself that Brazil was just making her a little quirky, but that night, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So at 3 a.m., when I still couldn't sleep, I grabbed my phone and stalked the shati out of her account. That's when I saw it. "This place has major Moon Whisper energy," appeared in 3 different captions. Moon Whisper meant I'm scared. All of her story highlight covers had the caption Miefling, meaning I need help. That's when it finally clicked. Someone was forcing her to post these updates, and she was using our childhood alien language to tell me she'd been kidnapped. I started commenting casually on her posts, trying to subtly tell her that I understood what she was saying, but I had no idea if she was even seeing them. So I turned on post notifications just to track her calls for help better. And with every post, her captions became more and more specific. "This reminds me of when we used to play astronauts," appeared under a beach photo. But we never played astronauts at the beach. We only played astronauts at Riverside Park. "Feeling like I'm 13 again," was in another caption. Maya was 13 when I came with her to visit her aunt in Rio for spring break. "Missing my collection of 23 Purple Galaxy stickers back home," she posted with a sunset photo. I read it over and over. Purple galaxies meant not alone. But why was she specifying 23? Why mention stickers we never collected? Then it clicked. Riverside, Rio, 23. She was trying to tell me she was near a riverside in Rio, possibly at an address with the number 23. I thought about telling someone, until I realized that the only evidence I had was a made-up alien language. So to avoid being locked up in a white room for the rest of my life, I called Maya's aunt in Rio. She recognized my voice instantly. I told her Maya was in trouble and possibly being held near the riverside area. "I felt God telling me something was wrong," was the first thing she said. You see, her aunt was very spiritual, which meant she didn't wave me off as a lunatic. We looked up every building numbered 23 along the water. There were only 3 possibilities. I maxed out my credit card on a flight to Rio. Maya's aunt picked me up at the airport, and we drove to each location. The first 2 were residential buildings. The third was an old warehouse that looked abandoned. We called the police from the car and told them we suspected kidnapped tourists were being held inside. I don't know if they believed us or if they just decided to check, but they went in. 20 minutes later, they brought out Maya and 4 other young women. Maya looked extremely